Hi, my name is Bimbo, and I just spilled with Coin Solar on Spills and Thrills podcast.
Yay! Hello and welcome to another episode of the Spills and Thrills podcast. My name is Koyin Sola Olukoya, and today with me, I'm with a very handsome, talented, beautiful, because he looks like a girl sometimes.
Oh, really?
Right? Abimbola Adekogbe.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Okay.
That's more like it.
Hi, Bimbo.
I'm good.
I'm so excited to have you on this show.
As well.
You know,
Honestly,
I've been trying to get you on.
That's a lie.
Bimbo, really?
You've not been trying to get me?
Bimbo.
I'm just like one snap away from you.
And now, but then we're supposed to shoot on Saturday.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
Technical know-how. Let's put it that way.
Anyways, I'm with Bimbo, and today we're going to be talking about him, right? We're not talking about love, friendship, whatever. We're going to be talking about you.
So
right?
You're talking about me, and there's no love in that conversation. Meaning what?
You're not a man of love. You're not a man of love. All right, so Bimbo. Bimbo is an on-air personality. He is. I think that's the only thing I know about him, and that's very bad.
For real?
Yes.
So I'm actually into a whole lot of other things.
Okay.
For one, I'm an A&R person, artist and repertoire. So basically, I actually help a lot of people push their records. I actually help with a lot of branding as well. I've worked with different record labels over time, right? So actually, I'm into the media space entirely. And you also know I'm a facilitator as well. So I've actually helped train a whole lot of young presenters and people that are trying to come up in the business as well. So I'm actually really into everything media related. TV, radio, music, podcasting. So just talk about it.
All right. So I did a bit of research and I saw somewhere that you're from Ogun State, Ijebu-Ode to be precise.
Who told you that?
This is what I do, right?
That's good.
I make researches.
That's real.
Yes.
That's real. I'm actually from Ogun State.
And we actually come from the same place, funny enough.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm from Ogun State. So it's so nice to see my brother.
That's what's up. Ijebu people say that, what's the word again?
Can you speak Ijebu?
No, barely.
Barely.
But I'm trying to remember some things. LSO, something like that.
LSO, yeah. LSO, Bami. Then what else?
I don't know.
You don't know Bimbo? I beg.
But I've heard things like shave me or something like that.
All right, that sounds like.
Me.
Why do you know incantations?
Exactly.
You don't know how to greet Ijebu, but you know how to.
So that's like an oriki. Yes, like
okay,
an
that
oriki
is
for my family.
Your oriki.
Exactly.
Oh, say it again.
Shave me.
I hope ladies listening to I hope you're wearing scarf in case
exactly. Wear scarf. Anything can happen.
All right. So since you grew up in Ibadan, can you like speak, Yoruba with Ibadan dialect,
Very well.
Oh yeah, no, let's go.
Very well. Let's just keep talking.
Okay. So
Awasimi. So bro.
So, again.
You know, a lot of people tell you KK, that's small.
Yes.
But I say KK. It's actually quite interesting.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Kusin Sieni or something. Yes, that's, and all of that.
Kusin Kile Jelano, Eron Sikini.
Hey,
I mean, it's crazy.
I even know all of that. All right,
yeah.
So can you like tell me more about you, your family? You strike me as a family person. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right?
Very much, actually.
Very much, exactly. So can you give me like a little bit of background story?
Okay, so my dad is late. All right, so my dad was a publisher at the time. He worked with big brands, Evans, Macmillans, and to mention a few. My mom is a school principal or retired school principal. I've got two brothers. I'm the last child. All right, so I've got two brothers. They both work with a corporate company, basically. I'm pretty sure they like to be private, so they don't want to call the name of their companies right here. But I'm quite family-oriented. We're five. We're five, and we just like to keep it small.
So all boys?
Yeah, all guys.
Ooh.
All guys. I'm the last kid on the block. So it's, growing up for me was actually fun. Okay. It was actually quite interesting.
Okay, so what is that one thing, that you remember from your childhood that will make you want to go back to being a child? Is there anything like that?
Getting pocket money. For real. Adulthood is a scam.
It's a scam, right?
I remember those days where you call your dad or call your mom and be like, yo, I'm broke. And you're entitled. They have to give it to you.
They have to, but now.
But right now, it's the other way around. Worse, if you are broke, you have to look the part. You dig? You can't ask them for money. You still have to be an adult, and you just keep living like that. It's really crazy. But I miss asking for money.
Me too. I
really
actually
miss it.
do. I know I'm not yet your age, but then as I now, right, it's just so hard to ask my grandmom for money because she feels like, you're working, are you not? You're doing 1 or 2 and all of that. All right, so you went to Baptist Secondary School. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, OBMS.
So
OBMS.
then there was a time in the studio, you used to be an altar boy.
Still is.
You,
Come see, come sa, like this, like that.
Nice. So since you went to a Baptist secondary school, so I was just curious. So are you a Baptist or a Catholic? Because I thought you were Catholic.
No, I'm actually Catholic. I'm Catholic.
I
So
got Catholic.
the very first part was in the Catholic school from Genesis 1 to Genesis 3. Right, I was in the Catholic school. Then my mom felt like, yo, this is not working. So I traveled at the time. I went to the UK. Then my dad had a problem with me schooling abroad. For some weird reasons, he had a huge problem with schooling abroad.
Were you the only one there?
Nah, I saw my brothers there, like one.
Okay.
Just one of my brothers
Okay.
was actually there. And it was actually cool. So I came back and, we did a few things. And my mom, so I was ill when I got back. I was ill for a long time, so I couldn't go to school. I had this very thing.
Oh.
Yeah, so at that time, my mom just felt, look, let's just put him in a school very close to the house. And every time I felt Baptist was that school that was really close to the house. So that was it. Not like maybe I'm Baptist or anything. I'm actually Catholic. I'm still an altar boy, but it's been a while.
Oh.
I've not served the mass in years.
So how are you still an altar boy? Because I know that if you are not constantly there, you're out.
Once an altar boy, always an altar boy.
I beg.
So pretty much, I'm not going to cap, right? I've not been to the Catholic Church in years.
So what church do you attend now? No, because you said it because everyone, you need to listen to 7 random facts with Bimbo, right? He said that he takes his relationship with God very seriously.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I
so
do.
what church do you attend now? Would like to know.
So I can't exactly say this church or that church. For real?
On Instagram.
I can't really say this church or that church, but I actually do attend different churches that my friends actually invite me to.
Oh.
Because I believe there's just one God.
Oh.
So if you actually invite me to your church today, I can actually come, but I do go home.
Since you have that sorted out, what about your relationship? How are you able to? Because I know that work can be very stressful, and you told us that you're into different things, you're into media fully, right?
Yeah.
So how do you balance work and your relationship? No, not your relationship with God, Bimbo.
Okay, work and relationship.
Your relationship.
Honestly, it's actually very hard. It's very hard. I'm never going to lie to you. Because, there was a time when I was in a relationship where you say one thing on radio and she's probably listening. Or you say one thing on TV, she's probably watching. And it becomes a major fight when you get back home. You said that earlier today. Did you actually believe what you said? But how do I manage it? I just try to separate the Bimbo that you watch on your screen, the Bimbo that you listen to. That might be APD, right? But there is a whole different Bimbo when we are actually dating. There's a difference. What I say on radio is probably not what you want to hear, but it's what my truth at that time would be. It's not probably who I am. But sometimes it's probably who I am too. So I would expect that I end up with someone that will understand the difference. Do you get? You can't categorize yourself with everybody else. So when I'm speaking on radio and I'm speaking to a lot of people, and you take that as your own reality, we are different. What I say on radio is for the general people. Except you want to categorize yourself with them, that's fine. But what I do is like acting. Right? So because I kiss or because I made out with somebody in a certain movie, automatically have I cheated on you? No. So I think for me, essentially, I like to be with mature people who can actually identify the difference between what I do for a living and who I am.
So has this always been a problem in all your relationships?
Funny enough, maybe a few times. Because, if you do what I do, you're somewhat in public light. Like you're like in the spotlight, right? And I'm quite friendly. I have a lot of friends, a lot of female friends. You dig? From there, it's pretty much a chain reaction of events.
You mean you're unable to define your relationship with your other female friends? Then it now turns to a problem.
As it should be.
You're unable to. Yes.
No, I'm able to. I'm able and ready. Trust me. Look, you have to define it first. But you know how it is. A lot of women don't really believe you when you say that. But how do I balance work and relationship? Honestly, I just explained to you that this is work, which is why a lot of times I prefer dating people who do something entirely different from what I do for a living, because we are in two different sectors.
Okay.
You will find it very easy to understand that, okay, it's probably just a job. For people that share the same passion, because of the things that you've seen while getting to where you want to get to, the things that you've been through, you might find it very hard to believe me when I tell you some things, because some things have been thrown your way. So when I say we're just friends, maybe because while you were trying to get up in the business, some people were trying to be very overly friendly with you. You might assume that I'm also being overly friendly with other people. But I mean, if you're not in that sector, you find it very easy to believe me. Do you get? And you see it for what it is. So I just try to balance it that way. Essentially, just be truthful. I'm a man of truth. I'm the voice you can trust. So just keep it 100.
All right, we'll get right into that real quickly. Before we do, right, I want to ask a question that is totally unrelated right now. By the way, you look a lot like your mom, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I remember there was a time during CMA, I think that was my first or second meeting with you. I can't remember which, right? Then you had a call, she called you. Then you're not like, guys, I'm sorry, my mom is calling me and all of that. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
that day?
I actually remember.
I do. I remember. So, do you think a grown adult now should tell his mom everything that happens in a relationship, right? Because there was a day in the studio you said you are a proud mama's boy.
Yeah.
So I want to know, or I want to understand your definition of a mama's boy.
For me, mama's boy is trusting your mom enough to understand.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And I'll be very honest.
Okay.
There was a time in my life where I would say I can't tell my mom anything or everything. When I was younger.
All right.
Why? Because maybe a couple of things I was doing at the time were wrong. But at this stage of my life, there's nothing I want to do that I can't tell my mom. Or there's nothing I'm doing that I can't tell my mom. She may not like the sound of it.
Okay.
But I can. But will I go on to tell her? I'm not sure. But I can if I want to.
So I want to know your definition of mamas, because people have like different orientation when it comes to that. Even mothers, some mothers, right? They believe that, okay, everything that happens in his life, right, she should know, which is not wrong. But when he is in a relationship, for instance, now, they still want to know everything that is happening, right? So I want to know I just want to know your own perspective.
For me, when you're in a relationship, right, it's not everything that you can tell your mom.
So that means you're not a full mama's boy. Is that
maybe, if you want to put it that way. But it's not everything you can actually tell your mom.
Okay.
Why? Because I know you owe your partner some privacy too. So it's not everything.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way. All right. I also said I was going to ask you, with the current rate of divorce, because remember I said I was going to ask like totally unrelated questions, right? So with the current rate of divorce and relationship wahala, you have Fancy and Alex. You have Basket Mouth, and you have like a whole lot. Do you still believe in marriage?
100.
Even with the current happenings?
100. I mean, here's why. Look around you. Are there broke people? Do you know people that are poor around you? Maybe where you live, where you work, where you've been to. Maybe when you're in a bus or a cab. Are there broke people there? Right?
Yes.
But do you want to be rich?
Of course.
Yeah.
Because Daniela said it's rich like
just because marriages are failing in a lot of places does not mean that should be my own faith. You dig? I, for one, believe in marriage. My parents were married for 35 years till my father passed away. And I grew up with that concept. Do you understand?
Yes,
so,
I do.
For me, just because theirs isn't working, that's not me. That's not what I pray for. And I see that a lot of people would only remember negative examples. Do you understand?
Yes.
There are a lot of people that are still married. How about the Wellingtons? They are still together. Do you understand? There are a lot of people that they're actually together. They are in these spotlights. But people don't remember those examples. When it's time to criticize the union of marriage, everybody's quick to look for the ones that didn't work out. Do you understand? There are a lot of people that are getting married and they are together. They're having a good time. I have a lot of friends that are married and they're having a good time. So for me, I try to focus that part of my life on the ones that are working. People are poor. People are rich. If it's time to compare, if it's time to use one as a yardstick, is it the broke people you will use? No. So I'm never going to focus on the marriages that didn't work. I'd rather focus on the ones that are working. However, I don't even believe in focusing on anything. I focus on myself. My partner, when I have one, or if we're together, we think about it. How do we move together? How do we move as a unit? Do you understand? Look, it's not always going to be perfect. It's always be perfect. But if you spend so much time dwelling on the marriage that didn't work, maybe yours won't. It's the energy. I still believe. I believe in it though. I really God knows, I actually believe in it. Beneath all the shenanigans and everything, I actually believe in a good and functional marriage.
Okay.
Honestly.
All right, that's good to know. All right, and my final unrelated question, right? All right, so you strike me as somebody that's how I put it now. Which one is You know, this is my pod. Before I even continue, how does it feel to be at the other side of the table? How does it feel to be the one interview? I said I was going to ask you.
Honestly, right?
How does it feel?
It feels good.
Really?
Honestly, this is like one of the few times I'm actually so chill. No pressure. Nothing. Let's just answer your questions. It feels really good. Honestly, I wish I could do this more. Be a guest. You know, I don't have to do the research. Now look at you now talking about me. It makes me feel special. So honestly, it is a good feeling.
Okay.
Honestly.
All right. So sometime in 2012, I do my research. I do my research. All right. You uploaded a picture saying that if you had to choose between loving you and breathing, I will use my last breath to say I love. And I was like, Bimbo produce Shakespeare. You get me? What's it Bimbo here? See Shakespeare. How did they marry?
Be careful of your tweets.
If you had to choose between loving you and breathing, I will use my last breath to say I love you. Your caption. So Bimbo now wrote under the post, now said me and you. And I was like, hey, you, how?
They don't
who
catch
do
you
like this, right? So I was going to ask that you and who? I'm just curious.
The person that tweet was for.
Yes, you're in a relationship then, I believe.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was.
Oh, so you did that for a...
For what? For what?
I believe you must have posted our pictures then. Talk now.
I can't remember who. I'm not sure.
No. I feel like you were in love with this person because you posted a picture and I saw it. I mean, I have answers. Before I ask you questions, I would have had answers.
Almost on pay me. Okay. No, but like seriously though, 2012.
Yes.
Yeah, I was probably in love then. Yeah, I was.
Bimbo, what are you not saying?
Yeah, I was in love then. Yeah, I was. Honestly, no cap, I was in love.
So what happened?
How many minutes did you scroll down to my tweets in 2012? Now you must have scrolled big time. However,
say what you want to say. Answer my question.
Yeah, I was in love actually. I was. Those were good times. I like to call them simple times.
So you
times where you didn't have to overthink, times where you didn't have to second guess, times where you didn't have to do too much. You could just be yourself with your flaws hanging out there and having somebody else to lean on and have them lean right back at you, you know. Those were very simple times. You know, I keep saying it like, the longer you live, the harder it is to love. Honestly. So that was the younger me. Yeah, I mean, I still have what it takes to love. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, that was pure. That was unbridled at all. That was just pure. Maybe that was me. That's still me. Maybe still somewhere in there, you know. But that's just it.
But what changed?
Nothing changed. Life happened.
You broke up.
Did we? I think we went our separate ways. It was a mutual breakup. It was a mutual breakup.
But it seemed to hurt you. It seemed to have hurt you a lot.
Hurt me? Yeah, I'm human. Definitely. I actually loved that person at the time. So, yeah, did it hurt? Did it sting? Big time. Yeah, but it is what it is. You know, growing up, if there's one thing I've had to learn is sometimes God doesn't calm the storm. He calms the child. And it's okay to go through life.
So after that relationship, have you been able to like go into
love?
Another serious relationship?
Definitely.
Like
I've dated people after that.
Like,
I said I only have 3 exes. So let's be careful.
I was about to get you, Bimbo.
Let's keep the numbers at bay.
I was about to get you.
So I've only dated 2 people after.
Oh, Bimbo.
So I've only dated, 2 people after that, please. 2 people.
I'm sure people are rolling their eyes like this.
Nah, for real. Anybody who has dated me before that feels like they're not part of the 3, they can come out. Comment section is there. For real. But I only dated 3 people. However, if you dated me and we didn't date, like I said before, too bad. It happened. It happened.
now we know. So you used to call yourself Optimus
Yeah.
on Instagram and other media platforms. What was the logic behind that?
So, true story, this is like the first time I'm ever saying this. So that was the first time I ever recorded anything in life. That was a long time ago. And I remember after we were done recording, I recorded with my friends. So the producer at the time edited the audio. So it was supposed to be a monologue for a play in school, right? So they were supposed to play it underneath. So after the guy was done editing that audio, somebody was like, yo, now Optimus Prime has this effect when he talks.
Okay.
Cybertron, move. So it was something like that, right? And my friend was like, this sounds a lot like Optimus Prime, you know? And I was in dire need of a nickname at the time. So I just felt, Optimus Prime, not bad. So it became a thing for me at the time in uni where I would record and I would use that particular sound effect, you know, for my voice then. And it was fun. It was fun. But as time went by, Optimus Prime is already a franchise. It's a big name with the movie Transformers. I just felt, I can't ride with this for long. When you say Optimus Prime, you automatically remember Transformers. You won't remember me. So I'd probably be sharing that space with something that's already blown. You dig? So pretty much it.
All right. So that means you said something. You said you started in school, like when you had to record. All right. So I believe this is where I'm going to ask you. Or let me ask first. How did you come up with the name APD, Apex Predator, and what is the story behind that? We're going to go back to how you started.
The story is actually quite pedestrian.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I'm one that I'm quite vocal for men, and I don't hide it. I know a lot of men like to pretend not to be vocal for our agenda, but I like to put it out there like, I'm actually vocal for men. I feel men are going through a lot, right? And over time, it's okay to be the alpha. It's okay if you feel like you are the leader of the pack. It's okay. I mean, I like to say I'm what I am. If I tell you I'm this, that's exactly what I am. So Apex Predator is like the top of the food chain. It's like me, in a way, asserting myself, letting you know that, look, I can't be bullied. You feel me? Like, I'm the head of the pack. I'm the head of whatever spot or space I find myself in. And it's okay. So it's not in any way, like, synonymous with me trying to prey on anyone. You know,
you mentioned that you used to be bullied when you were in school.
Exactly. So it's personal for me. Being the Apex Predator is just letting you know that, look, this is what I am. I'm alpha. I'd rather refer to myself as someone who considers himself the head. I mean, if you ask me what I think my spiritual animal is, I'll tell you lion. Because my personality over time, that's what it depicts. And I like to be vocal. Like I say, I don't really believe in all this trying to pretend to be what you're not as a guy. If what you are as a guy is the head of the pack, be that. But be a human being don't in any way use that as a reason to piss on any gender or anyone.
I don't think anybody can bully you as a now.
Nobody could.
Exactly. So I want to know what changed to you. What made you say, okay, you know, at this, I'm now at the top of this food chain. You know, I cannot be bullied. I cannot be this and that. So what changed? How did it happen? So
for me, I think it just came naturally. It came with every whiff of confidence I got. How? Now, I'm someone that over time, I think I would say I'm very confident. Not like I know. You feel me? Like,
but you are not always confident.
Not always confident.
Because I'm asking you because
not
of
always.
People. There are people out there that that would not be as confident, you know, and they would let people push them around. So I'm hoping that your story would help them.
So if you watch wrestling a lot, there's a wrestler called Randy Orton. You might want to look him up.
Okay.
Now his nickname is the Apex Predator, right? Now, whenever it's coming in, there's this worker that plays. I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. I understand. Now, what am I trying to bring out? Sometimes there are voices in your head that would either tell you two things. You're not good enough or you are. A lot of people tend to feed the you're not good enough. But for me, I don't know how, but I'm able to feed, dude, you're everything. You're enough. And it came gradually. And it came because of this job. Now, sometimes when you go on air, sometimes when you're in front of a TV, in front of the cameras, there is that tiny voice that tells you you're not good enough. But if you feed into it, you get nervous. If you don't, you feed the other one, then you get really confident. So it came over time. It started with me as a core member, trying to get ahead in the game. I got a job as an OAP, and I kept feeding that part of me like, dude, you can do it. You don't have to be told. Like they always say, if you live for the applause, people will kill you with a lot of criticisms. If what will make you feel confident in yourself is when people tell you that you're good. The day they tell you that you suck, you won't get over it.
Yes.
Do you dig? So for me, over time, I had to build that confidence by letting myself know. So APD is like a constant. The more you call me APD, the more I get reminded that, dude, you are the head of the pack. You can do it. You don't need anybody to tell you that you can. You can be whatever you want to be. So I intentionally stuck with that name because I realized that, look, the more you call me that, the more you subconsciously reinforce the fact that I'm what I am. I mean, a lot of people had to tell you what they are, and now you believe. Muhammad Ali told you I'm the greatest. Now you believe, right? It is what it is. Some people will tell you I'm the best, and you believe they are the best. If I tell you I'm the apex predator, then you better believe it. You have to. You have to believe I'm the head of the pack. Get in line. And if you can't, fall out.
I love it.
For real.
All right. So I want you to tell us how, this started for you. Have you always wanted to become like an honor personality, a media person? What did you study in school? Many of us, like, I did science, for example.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm a science student. And, this is
students.
what... Not Olamide science student, I beg. But then I did science, and this is what I'm doing now, right? What was it for you? Did you do mass comm? Because I'll have people come and tell me that, no, you didn't study science, you're a mass comm student or you're a law student. They are always saying law or whatever. What was it for you? What did you study?
For me, I studied political science.
At Ibadan, right?
Yeah, University of Ibadan. BSc, MSc and everything. And it was fun, But how did it start for me? It started with me running commentary. I think I said this before.
Not here?
No, it was when I was in Issain camp.
Okay.
I used to do voiceovers way back, but I never saw myself as someone that would actively get in the business.
Okay.
Right. So while I was in camp, there was this day I enrolled as a commentator, right? And this was where it started for me. While they were playing football, somebody missed a chance, right? And when the person did, I was in the crowd running the commentary. Everybody could hear me. And I was like, what a chance. Good one. Let's take a good look at the replay. He's saying camp, now NYC camp. And everybody was like, replay.
Who be this?
Replay. So everybody genuinely at some point actually had a pushback. They believed replays. They board somewhere showing the replay. And they kept scouring for where to find the board. And I kept on describing the chance. Like, look at that shot at a certain angle 45 yards away. I mean, incredible. How would you have done that? I mean, what a shot. And people kept searching. While they were searching, they kept looking in my direction. That, okay, is he moving mad? And it became a thing from that point. And from that point, a lot of people kept saying, Guy, you already have a good voice. Just go for this thing. Do it. You've been recording things before now, right? Go for it. Do more. And unluckily, I was posted to a school. That's why I keep saying sometimes life will test you. That how bad do you want it? I was posted to a school, just like every other core member at the time, to teach. But I told my mom, nah, this is not what I want to be, even though it's my mom's profession. Right? And she was like, no problem. What do you want? I'd like to serve in the radio station. And she spoke with someone and it happened. And from there...
Which radio station?
At the time, Space FM.
FM.
Shocking, right? It is a trilingual station in Ibadan. Yoruba, Pidgin, and English. So sometimes you have to present in English, sometimes a little bit of Pidgin and Yoruba.
So you presented in Yoruba?
At some point, yes. Fun fact. I mean, they will tell you things like Ekabo, sorry, Ikoni, Space 90.1.
Ekabo, sorry, what?
Ikoni, Space FM, Ikoni's radio.
Oh,
exactly.
I didn't know.
Now you know that.
Okay.
So a lot of times then we had to shuffle languages. I mean, like I said to you once, I used to be a production guy. So I've been through every phase and every step of radio. I used to be that guy that would edit songs, clean songs. I used to be the guy in production. I used to be a DCA at some point. That's what a lot of people call the duty continuity announcer. Way back in time, Those are the guys that will tell you at 2:30 we have the news update. At 2:45 there is this. At 3 o'clock you have music sweep. At 4:30, so they give you a quick rundown. You heard what I just did. They give you a quick rundown.
Come on, rundown.
Right? And a quick run through of everything that will happen within that belt. They are not the presenters, but they only tell you what is going to happen. So they give you what to look forward to. You dig?
Yes.
And also they're the ones that take PPAs at the time, public paid announcements. So that's like the job of a DCA. Then I became a presenter, OAP, and voila.
Right there in Space FM.
So yes, so that it was a journey of 9 months for me. 9 months, genuinely. And that birthed
you spent
my
9
training.
months there.
Because remember, I started as a teacher, as a core member, before my mom got me transferred to that radio station.
Space FM.
You dig? So it was for 9 months, and it was.
What about Mega
was tough.
Electrics? I saw something about Mega Electrics.
Yeah, that's Beat FM.
Beat FM. Oh, so it used to be Mega Electrics.
No, that's the name. That's the brand that owns Beat FM.
So how did you get into Beat FM from Space FM?
It was a long journey.
Okay.
It was a long journey, but we did it one way or the other. We got there, traveled, came back, got a bank job.
So you
I used to be a
political
banker
science.
at the time. Yeah, I'm a man of many faces. You know, got a bank job. It wasn't enough. I left the bank job, got into another radio job, lead radio. Worked there for quite some time. Traveled again. Came back to the country, and Beat FM happened. You dig? It was
Beat
fun.
FM Ibadan.
Yeah, then it happened. I mean, it was a very good journey for 2 years.
So why did you leave Beat FM?
COVID. Yeah, COVID happened.
That's 2020.
Yeah, 2020. A lot happened in 2020, to be honest. A lot happened. But I love to say, I'm one of the very few people that bounced back after that major setback. Honestly, there's something to be ashamed about. There was a time that Beat FM just felt, look, you guys go and chill at home for a while. All of you, just go home and chill. Let me just put it that way. I mean, a lot of people won't want to share the story, but I think it's fair for people to know that sometimes when you have a major setback, you can always come back. You know, you guys go home for a while. Some of us just felt, look, you know what? It's not working. Then I can move to Lagos after that and pick it up again. Here we are on the podcast. Do you understand? It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. The first month of me being unemployed, I was depressed. No cap. I was actually depressed because, I mean, it felt like the world I used to know collapsed right before me. You know? But at that point, it was a pivotal moment for me as well. It was the moment that made me appreciate what I had. And I knew for a fact that when I have it again, I need to hold it with both hands. Do you understand? Sometimes you get some opportunities that it feels like it was pawned off to you for free. When you lose that opportunity, now you have to work for it. The question is, how bad do you want it? So you have to go look. I mean, you have to go searching again. I did. It wasn't easy. Took a couple of insults here and there, but it's all right. Here we are, kicking it.
How long were you unemployed for?
I was unemployed for about 3 months.
And during that time, you didn't just stay back at home. You kept on looking for jobs
at
the radio station or where?
The first 1 month, I was hurting. I was depressed. I was in my house.
Okay.
I didn't leave my room, turn off the lights for like a month. I would just step out, eat, come back home. Because it was a time where, I mean, IB is a very small place, yet a very big space. But in terms of who you know, it's a very small space where you go to a lounge and they're like, Bimbo, Beat FM. And it was depressing to hear because how fun, when are you guys going back to work? I was getting that a lot. So I just said, you know what, let me just stay at home. At the time I was in a relationship, I was going through hell. You know, it was a very hard time for me. I mean, it was a very hard time. One funny day, I guess what, I just rented my apartment then. One funny day, I was watching the TV. I got an epiphany from nowhere. I was literally in a very dark place. I was home, I was watching TV, and I'm like, enough is enough. Packed my bags, and I moved to Lagos. I stayed in that apartment for just a month and a half.
And you already paid for a year?
Yeah. So I was like, I can't stay here. Like, I can't be in this darkness for a long time. It's going to consume me. People have died from this. So I just picked up my bags with 2 sneakers. I still remember those two shoes, for real. Picked up my shoes, 2, put them in the box, came to Lagos and got a TV gig the following week. But because of how desperate I was, the pay was horrible. Very horrible. I say it every time. It was super horrible. So I got a TV gig. I did it for a while. Then I started, I will tell you this, fun fact. I got my first job, official job in Lagos by sending a DM. Yeah. So then I would randomly send program directors in different radio stations and TV stations DMs. That, hi, my name is Bimbo. I have this amount of years of experience. I used to work at so place. Some would read, some wouldn't even reply. I would say the same. Some wouldn't even reply, But on this day, this particular person replied. Big shout out to Larry. That's Obama. He replied my DM, and that was where the story changed. Honestly, big shout out to Larry. I didn't even see it coming. Big shout out to Chiwete as well. Yeah, because I remember sending Chiwete a message. He didn't know me from anywhere.
Chiwete was already working with CT at the time.
I just sent him a message, and the rest is history. Big shout out to him. Honestly, it was never easy, but sometimes what is stopping you from getting what you should get is the courage to put your pride aside and do the needful. Sometimes every time the answer will always be no if you don't ask. There are many people who are still looking for a job today, but they will tell you, make I send DM. I no do. Definitely no reply me. Yeah, definitely no reply you if you don't actually send anything.
Yes.
So I'm living proof that you can actually try. It's going to happen. Here's what it is.
So how did you get into City?
What I just told you.
I know you just told me.
I sent a DM at the time to Chiwete and former head of programs then, Obama Larry, and I was asked to come. Voila.
And that's it. Amazing. So what's the difference between being an OAP in Ibadan and in Lagos? Is there a major difference?
Major.
Okay.
Major,
What's
actually.
the major difference?
So I'll tell you the good and the bad.
All right.
As an OAP in Lagos, your chance of making more money is actually there. But the bad side is you're under a lot of pressure. Why? The status quo. The kind of car you should drive, the kind of clothes you should wear, how you should look, should always come correct, However, how you sound too, you can't afford to speak bad English. People expect a lot from you.
Yes.
And it is what it is. There's a lot expected of you in Lagos. There's a lot expected of you too in IB. But I just know that in IB, it is a tad bit easier. It's a tad bit easier because the competition is not as much. You dig?
Yes, I do.
It's easy to stand out. In Lagos, you can stand out though. But there are a lot of people standing out too, like you.
So what?
You dig? There must be the X factor to you.
So what do you enjoy? What do you really enjoy about being an OAP?
Here?
Yes. Not just here, naturally, generally.
The fact that I can reach out to a lot of people at once. I love that. I feel like I'm like the conduit to pass a message. That is why every time I try my best to be positive.
Positive?
You dig? Because like they always say, you want to know a black man or a white man or whatever it is, give them a microphone or give them money. You know the true nature of a human being.
So what's the biggest challenge you faced, as an OAP? Yes.
The biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge, yes.
None so far that I can't solve.
None.
For real. Biggest challenge? None.
Yeah. So how do you handle advances from female listeners?
APD way. Nah, but a lot of people say advances, right? Are they really advances though?
Oh, okay.
I don't see them as advances.
What do you see them as?
I see that as interest.
So how do you handle female interest from female listeners or male listeners? So you feel go both ways.
The saying is don't fuck where you work because you'll fuck the work up. Do you understand? My point is, you are there because a group of people believe that you can handle it. You are there because a group of people have put you there to pass the right message across to people. If you use it as a means to exploit and consistently have an affair with your listeners, I don't think it's right. Do you get me?
Yes, I do.
I don't think it's I don't think it's right. However, what I demurs to it, you somewhat make yourself ordinary. People that look at you with a semblance of mystery will know what you're about.
See finish.
Do you get?
See finish.
They will know what you're about. So it's best. The only way to keep your listeners from wanting more is to be that person they can hear,
Yeah.
they can see, but can't have. So if you continue having stuff with people because they adorn what you do, you will lose relevance in time. So I'd advise you don't.
All right. So what's the bigger dream to continue to be an OAP? You now have a podcast.
The biggest dream or the bigger dream, I don't know, maybe own a radio station. Yeah, I hope to own a radio station one day where I don't have to be an OAP. You know, watch the new crop of people at that time do their thing. Yeah, own a radio station, own a TV station. Somebody give me the platform. It's time to give it up with the same platform. You know, I can't always be an OAP.
And that's one thing that I really respect and really like about you. You know, it's the way you extend, you know, this to us, you know, the upcoming ones. You know,
please.
The way you
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, like giving us like the rope, showing us the way. Basically, when we during CMA, you know, you just let us talk on air, make our mistakes and all of that. You're a very amazing person. You're a very good person.
Now I'm tearing up, man.
Yes, as in you need to. Everybody like
I
all
feel
of
like
us.
better person.
You're actually a better person. All right. So do you have any mentor as we wrap up?
Mentor.
Yes.
Definitely.
Anybody you look up to?
Yes. Number 1, Ryan Seacrest.
Okay.
Number 2 will be Rick Dees. Mind you, in no particular order.
Okay.
Rick Dees, I don't know if you know him. Rick Dees on the weekly top 40.
No, I do
Rick
not.
Dees, Ryan Seacrest, Frank Adole. That is someone I respect. I mean, he's one of the reasons why I don't really believe in tampering with my looks. I believe I can be what I want to be. I don't have to have a brown hair. Yeah, I could be anything. And tomorrow I can say I want to have dreads. Tomorrow I can say I want to be on low cuts. But every time I see Frank, yes, I love it. I love the way he presents. I love the way he goes about his gig. I care as well. That's another great guy. That's another great guy. Olisa, that's another great man. Honestly, I look up to a lot of people though. I won't even pretend like I don't.
Right.
I do actually.
So any word of advice for people that look up to you or just your fellow?
Don't look up to me.
No. So any word of advice to people that, you know, like what you do or your just OAPs basically, you know, like people that are in the same field as you. Yes, basically, they're just coming up. I think that's better. Do you prefer that?
Anyone.
All right.
Anyone works. If I would advise anyone coming up in the industry, the first thing I'll tell you is you should have a tough skin. People will throw BS your way. People will try and bring you down. You need to have a tough skin. Essentially, you need to be ready. Opportunity will come. The chance will come. It might take a while, but it will come. But nothing will hurt you more than getting the chance and you're not ready. Yeah, that you'll never forgive yourself for. So whatever it is, even when the opportunity is not within your grasp just yet, work on yourself. It will come. Don't worry. It will. So when it comes, you will be the perfect fit. That's all I can tell you. But it will always come. But if you're not ready and it comes, you'll have yourself to blame.
And that'll be all we can take on this episode. Special shout out to Bimbo for doing this with me. You know, it was so honest, you know, on this podcast because I got him, you know, I did my research and all of that. And, you know, he could not lie and all of that. I'm not calling you a liar, of course.
No, of course not. I tell the truth. I'm the voice you can trust, for real.
You can trust him except when it comes to relationships, of course.
Yeah.
It's like this.
You can actually.
You can.
You can. It depends on the type of relationship. You know, there are different types.
Relationship with God.
There's that. You know, there are different types for real. You can actually trust me every
God
time.
have mercy upon us. Special shout out to Bat, the baddest audio producer, of course. Special shout out to Larry, to Rumet, to Shayex, to Dante, and of course to our class captain, Odadios.
Big shout out to them, honestly.
Big shout out. All right. So my name is Koyin Sola. You can follow me on Instagram at Olukoya_Morenikeji and Twitter at Olu_Koyin Sola. Bimbo, where can we find you on social media?
Everywhere.
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 Okay.
At
So
official
what is your
Bimbola.
name? Or official Bimbola.
Official Bimbola everywhere.
All right. You can follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We already have a YouTube channel. I'm so excited about this one. And don't forget to rate the show so that more people can find out about the show. My name, of course, is Koyin Sola, and I'll see you in my next video. Bimbo, tell them bye. sign out.
All right, thanks. I'm out. I'm supposed to sign out.
Anyhow you want to sign out, Bimbo.
Living legend, yeah?
Living legend. Come on.
Yeah, that's what's up.
All right.